Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Curator's Corner here at the National Civil War Naval Museum. I'm Jeff Seymour, historian and curator here at this great facility, and I'm here with our friend Logan. Logan, you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Logan Barrett. I'm a volunteer here at the museum, and I've been working through these collection archives, organizing these materials.
So anything you're learning so far?
Well, as I'm going through, I'm really noticing with these newspaper clippings that I'm going through, which are covering from the 1960s recovery of the CSS Jackson,
Right.
how it was an extended process. It was a multi-year process, lots of trial and error, lots of failed attempts to recover the Jackson from the Chattahoochee riverbed.
So you mean the Jackson is so big that they couldn't pull it all at once?
That's correct. It took multiple steps. They brought up different various pieces of both the ship as well as artifacts surrounding the ship as well and relating to the ship. And so it was really a multi-year process during the 1960s.
Cool. So tell me a little bit more about the process you're going through right here with this collection.
Right now I'm going through some of these various document boxes. They have various paper materials, some photographs, some slides relating to the salvage operations, as well as newspaper clippings really dating from the early 1960s up through the early 1970s with the original founding of the museum.
Okay. And is there anything that's puzzling, say?
Puzzling nature, there's interesting stories through the newspaper clippings. One of my favorite little finds going through the newspaper clippings is a story of sabotage, where during the recovery process some cables were cut by what were described as vandals, but they were never really discovered who was involved in that. But there was just various stages as you're going through of interesting setbacks, interesting obstacles that had to be overcome during the recovery process that you find throughout these newspaper clippings.
All right. And anything you haven't been able to identify yet?
I do have some interesting photographs here that are just labeled as the White House. Now, I've done some preliminary research online trying to discover which house this could be. Not really sure which house it is yet. I think I've narrowed it down to a house in Columbus, Georgia, but really trying to research and discover the historical significance of this house and why this photograph is part of our collection.
Right. And as you're doing so, you're also making sure that all of the folders are acid-free folders.
Right.
And that is to help protect these for the future, because acid bleeds through or tears up paper and so forth. So you got to be very careful about that, right?
Right. As we have our collections and archives, you're not just using materials that you can go down to your local office store to purchase. These are specially ordered materials, making sure that you have high standards of museum professionalism with these as you're handling these paper materials.
And of course they cost money, right?
They do. That's always part of the museum experience.
That's right. And of course, anytime that you folks can get involved in helping provide funds for materials such as file folders and so forth to hold artifacts, anything in that nature, the museum will certainly love your help. So this is an excellent way to get involved. You can always get involved by volunteering, just like Logan. And Logan does have some very specific skills. He's got a couple of degrees in history, so that always helps. And Logan, we probably don't say it enough, but thank you for your volunteering and the work that you do. It's going to help us move certain projects well along. And of course, it's going to be a great help when we finally get the new exhibit space in Jackson for telling that story. And you're doing a lot of work preparing for that. So thank you again.
Yes, I'm glad to help.
If you like this video, we're going to conclude this version of Curator's Corner. If you like this video, please hit that like button at the bottom there and join us on YouTube, on our channel. Also join us on our various social media venues. And of course, anytime you want to get involved in any way, please join us at www.portcolumbus.org.